Welcome back to Undiagnosed Baddie, your favorite daily 10-minute motherfucking podcast brought to you by me, BellaThaGawd. All right, y'all. So today's topic, let's go ahead and jump right into it. Miss Sexy Chocoholic states, I'm so tired of my man calling me and reading my posts back to me. And baby, y'all know I already got a story for this. I used to deal with a man and he was so fucking insecure. Men come off as a secure being, a provider, a protector, a leader. And once you start to get to know them, all of that shit just dissipates into thin air. It's like, what the fuck are we doing? 9 times out of 10, when men approach me, they just like how I look. And this is before the surgeries, baby. Okay, this what I'm talking about. The man I'm talking about is pre body. Okay, so when he would hit me about shit I was tweeting. Okay. When you're on Twitter, if you don't know, I am a personality all around. I am here to entertain and just have fun. I'm not necessarily saying I'm a liar. However, you can exaggerate the truth sometimes on Twitter. And what that man did not understand is during that reign, I always talk about it, 10 to 14 was a crazy time on Twitter. And you just talked and you had fun, and it was conversations from the left, the right, the north, the south, every which way, and you participated. I would get screenshots. I would have discussions. It would be phone calls that this man would hit me and say, is this true? Did you really do X, Y, and Z? Why are you saying this? You're with me. And it was just so fucking frustrating. What I learned from that as post relationship, I was in a relationship with this particular person. What I learned from that was that those were his insecurities, and he was absolutely trying to like what do I say? Men love to just like take me and try to blow out the flame, the personality, and extract exactly what they were attracted to out of me to make me feel like I cannot be me, the person that I am. It is very, very stressful dealing with insecure men. And that's really what this boils down to is that she has an insecure man. OMG. Being a woman that's beautiful, that's confident, that has personality, and that can be a wide range of things. Okay, you can be the oh, that's my phone. You could be the best knitter. You could be the best twerker. You can be the best builder. But if you are beautiful and confident and you have personality and you are great at what you do and that drives attention to you, a man will claim that he is secure enough to deal with you and at the same time not be fucking secure enough to deal with you. I've said it before. I'm going to say it again. There are so many men that want to be with you but don't want to be with you. There are so many men that claim that they are all of these things and are 100% insecure. And I didn't even go through this young lady's post or this lady's post to see what the fuck she was talking about, but it's absolutely fucking draining dealing with a man who wants to repeat everything back to you. I can write undiagnosed baddie on my Twitter and he's going to be like, "Well, what's that? Why do you want to be a baddie? What is so special about being undiagnosed? Don't you think you should go to the doctor?" And it's like, shut the fuck. And that was just an example, guys. And it's just like, shut the fuck up. Dating an insecure man is draining. It is draining from the mental. It is draining from the heart. And it's just like when you're in one of those situations, and it's like, oh my goodness, like you kind of when you get with a man and you decide to be in a relationship, you do somewhat, quote unquote, submit to gender roles and all kind of things. And you sit back and say, okay, he's saying I'm too loud. He's saying I'm too this. He's saying I'm too that. And it plays in your head. It's manipulative. It's very manipulative. How they try to get you to feel bad about who you are and to change who you are when that's who the fuck they were attracted to. It's insanity. And I know it sounds crazy as I'm sitting here saying it to you. I know it sounds crazy, you know, it's it's a familiar situation when you're in it. It doesn't sound crazy when you're in it, but when you're not in it and it's like post relationship or somebody else can say, "Hey babe, this man is controlling you. He's changing you. He doesn't really like you." It's like you like the thought of me, but you don't really like me. And that starts to become resentment and you start to hate me. And before I get with people and really go into a relationship, I let them know I'm not having any more children. I don't have to prove my love to you by having a child. I just don't want more children. And they say, "Cool, whatever. I got my own," or they don't. And it's just like, "Okay, cool." You get into a relationship and all of a sudden somebody wants a child. And it's like, what are we doing? Or what they try to do is when a relationship is ending, they try to say, "You want to have my baby? You want to have my baby?" And it's like, what the fuck? No, I don't want to have your weak ass baby with your weak ass genetics. Your mama ugly, your grandma ugly, your sister ugly, your brother ugly, your other sister ugly, they kids ugly, your cousins over there ugly. You know what I'm saying? Your cousins from up north, they look funny, they limp. No, I don't want to have your fucking baby. And then also, it starts to go into, I think when men repeat your stuff back to you, it's part of fucking mental disorder. You sit back and you say, "Why the fuck are you sending me the shit that I know that I fucking wrote? What is this? Like, this is not story time. This is not repeat after me." You know what I'm saying? Repeat after me. UNDIAGNOSED. You're undiagnosed bipolar. You're undiagnosed something, nigga, because why the fuck are you on my line about shit that I fucking know that I wrote? It's insecurity. So what do we do at the first red flag of knowing that someone is insecure? You have to be done. You have to run. Here's an example of someone being insecure. I was out and this gentleman wanted to get my number and he goes, "I bet you had a whole bunch of dudes wanting your number." Let's stop. Red flag. Why are you worried about any other nigga? You want to suck they dick with me? Because I just want to know. Why are you worried about any other man? Okay, conversation keeps going a little bit. Yeah, because I'm sure you doing this and that. Red flag. Worry about yourself. You have to worry the fuck about yourself. And I tell people this time in and time out. I think it's day in and day out, time and time again. I had it all twisted. Worry the fuck about yourself. When you worry about yourself, you have less to worry about me, especially when it comes to superficial shit like what I'm doing and what I'm saying on the internet, because sometimes shit is for fucking entertainment. You know, I'm in the media. You know, I like to be social. You know, social media, it comes together. Everything, you know what I'm saying? Just be, ooh, remember when Offset went up on stage when Cardi broke up with him and he took all those flowers and she's like, "Who the fuck let him up here? I'm fucking working." Shit like that. That's the type of shit insecure men do. That's what they do. So, a question to you all. You already know I'm bringing a question for the engagement. What's some red flags that when men approach you or men are talking to you before you're in a relationship that you notice? What are the things that they say? What are some red flags? Besides the insecurity, like I already named one. "Oh, I know you got a lot of men talking to you or after you. Ha 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 ha." Like, y'all go ahead and name them. But also I also want to say before time is up, make sure that once you see that yellowish flag turn red, get the fuck up out of there, because there's so many more men. There's so many more men. Date all of the men and leave your red flags the fuck alone.